If you are new to the game or someone who just wants to know the best 2-star, 5-star legendary gems, today I'll be talking about that. But keep one thing in mind, this is going to be my personal opinion, how I see these gems inside of Diablo Immortal. So you can have totally different looking top 5 list for the 2-star best legendary gems. And now that is out of the way, I will be sharing here my personal opinion of the 2-star gems, which I think is top 5 currently inside of the game. And so we will be starting with the one gem that we cannot get anywhere else other than the battle pass. It is our favorite gem, the Fon Fang. I know I'm not using this gem, but the reason for that is I just don't have the enough patience to get the copies and get this gem to rank 10. But if we forget about that, this is going to be the best gem out there when it comes to PvE. At least in PvP, it takes some time to stack up 10 times on the enemies to get the maximum amount of damage. Another reason why I'm not using this gem, I do like to do PvP, and so the reason why I'm not using it right now and prefer some other 2-star legendary gems. But this is going to be one of the best gems that you can get in 2-star gems category, the Fon Fang. It will increase your damage, and you will also do more damage versus elites and bosses, and as you upgrade this gem more, it will become more powerful. So this is going to be my first gem here that I will be recommending. The next gem is going to be the Mother Lament. Awesome gem throughout PvP and PvE in my opinion, and I would highly suggest you getting this gem to rank 10 and awakening the slot as well. Even if you are a somewhat small spender or a free to play player, I would suggest you get this gem to rank 10 slowly and then awaken the slot by spending it later. It is gonna be worth it. You will feel the power whenever this gem will activate. You will be doing insane amount of critical hits. It's a really good gem in PvP and PvE. And so this is going to be my top 2 gem, or maybe even the top 1. For me, this might be my top 1. Yeah, I'll go with the top 1 for me, Mother Lament. I cannot live without this gem anymore. I need this gem in my setup. Without it, I just feel like I am doing so much less damage because the critical hit chance, they are so good. Anyhow, the next gem that I will be recommending here is going to be the newest one, the Viper Bite. Why the Viper Bite? Viper Bite is going to be really good. In fact, this gem here is as good as having a rank 6 Seeping Bile. I already tested them, and my rank 10 Viper Bite with an awakened slot end up doing slightly higher damage than the rank 6 Seeping Bile. And so if you are somewhat a small spender or a mid spender, I would highly recommend you guys going with the Viper Bite, maxing it out to rank 10 and then eventually awakening the slot as well for the extra damage slot. And this is going to be my third gem that I will be recommending in this 2-star category. And now we are left with 2 gems, and for that, let's head towards the market. The next gem is going to be, I think some of you guys already know, the one that I will be recommending here is going to be Pain Claps. Insanely good gem. You have ton of options now to apply the continual damage effect on your enemies. It can be a poison, it can be a bleeding, it can be a fire. You can get a lot of poison now from gems like the Seeping Bile, Viper Bite, and even sets like Banquet of Ice. All that provide you with the poison, and so you can use that to trigger this gem. As for the bleeding, you can get that from the curse item, the lashed one. It gives you bleeding. You can get another source of bleeding from Mother Lament. When the duration of the Mother Lament critical chance ends, it will send some vines. If it hits the enemy, they will bleed. And then you can also get the everlasting that will apply the bleeding. So those are the 3 ways that you can get bleeding for any class inside of Diablo Immortal. And as for the fire, there are some sources of fire as well, like the Starfire shot. If you have that, you will able to put the enemies on fire, and this gem will trigger as well. So hands down, this is going to be another gem that I would be recommending. It is going to be really good in PvP and PvE. You cannot go wrong having the pain claps. And now my last gem as the top 5. This is going to be hard to pick, but I will go with the power and command. Let me find that. The reason why I will go with power and command and not the bloody reach, because most classes will end up utilizing this gem. Can be a range class, can be a melee class, and you both can go with some builds that utilize the primary attack and the skills as well. Nowadays primary is really important since we got the training dummy. Everyone is learning that the primary is a major source of damage, and so this gem is going to be really good. And on the top of that, every time this gem will switch between the primary buff and the skill buff, there's a chance that it can remove the harmful effect from you. So if for example you have bleeding, fire, or poison effect on you and you are inside of a PvP match, it can help you remove that and save you from taking damage, or even in some cases can save your life in battleground. So these are going to be my top 5 gems for the 2-star category. Some other honorable mentions that I'm going to do is going to be Bloody Reach, of course. Again, it is a really good gem for the range classes, so honorable mention for that. And then we have the Abiding Curse, another really good gem that you can have. You can basically put a curse on some of the players or the trash monsters, but this gem does not work versus bosses, and why I would not recommend now trying to get the Abiding Curse unless you are not worried about that and focused on PvP and some dungeons. Then this gem is going to be somewhat decent still. Anyhow, I'm signing off. You guys have a great day. I see you all in the next one later.